Well, this is Mystical Ariel here to shake the matrix, expand our minds, and of course, make us all think. Hopefully, you guys have had some meditation time this morning and you already started practicing the I am meditation and you're feeling the recognition of the I amness in the mirror. Hopefully, that's what's going on in your world. But if not, it's okay. We are on day 2 today of living as I am. From understanding the fullness of this of embodiment. And we're going to go into the depths, and we've been going for the last little while. We've been digging deep together. And hopefully these things are helping you along your journey. So, it's an exciting time right now. I'm a grandmother, and that's pretty exciting. The only thing that's crazy is right now I got a broken down rig. Blew out a spark plug and needs to get rethreaded. So hopefully we can find the help that we need to have to get that along the way, whether it's enough finances to get it done just in a shop. I think it's about 800 bucks if it's done at a shop. So, you know, those things will come along because stuff is picking up, and that's a good thing. So let's go on. Let's get started. So good morning to all you beautiful beloved ones. Welcome to day 2. Day 2. We're going to rock it out on day 2. Yesterday we remembered who we are. We explored the I am. We touched the truth of non-separation. And we began to see through the illusion of taking things personally. We understood communion versus community. But today, you know what we're going to do? We're going to embody it. Today we practice. Today we learn to live from this truth, not just understand it intellectually. Because knowing the path and walking the path are two different things. And I'm definitely an example of that. When I first got back here, you guys, I knew the path. I knew it well, but I wasn't fully walking it. It took a lot for me to journey through to come into the fullness of walking. Not just knowing the path, but walking the path. And they are two different things. I know that. I know if anyone met me years ago and then to meet me now, I wouldn't even have to say anything. They just feel the energy in the room. Because when you embody the path, you don't need to explain it. It just shows up. So, let's take a moment right now. Thank you for those who have joined. Welcome and good morning. Let's take a moment right now to reflect silently. What stayed with you from yesterday? And what kept rising in your awareness? What questions emerged as you slept? Just from these teachings. Please feel free to comment and share. See, the work we did yesterday was important. So it's good for me to know, where things are at for you. So we worked, we were, the work we did yesterday, it definitely planted seeds, I'm sure. And today, we're going to water them. We're going to give them some sun. We're going to see them sprout. So close your eyes for a moment with me and place your hand on your heart. And let's take 3 deep breaths together. Now silently ask yourself, who am I in this moment? Not your name, not your role, none of those things. Not even your story, you know? Not even your story. I mean, who is the awareness asking this question? Who's who's speaking? That is I am. And that is what we are embodying today. So open your eyes and let's begin. So what do we do when someone decides to declare you an enemy? Well, let us get real about something. No matter how deeply you embody I am consciousness, no matter how much you radiate love and peace, there will be people who declares you enemy. It's just that is just this world. Remember, there's these NPCs. There's just people there to be traps and to be ones that cause distractions. And there will be judgment, slander, attack, and misunderstandings as well. It's not like you're immune to them. It's not all, you know, butterflies and unicorns. And this is not a failure of your practice either, by the way. How's it going? Welcome, Shua. This is the reality of being human in a world where many have forgotten who they are. It's like the conscious and unconscious. So let's talk about what is really happening when someone attacks you, judges you, or tries to diminish you. Why does this happen? Well, let me give you the truth in layers by layer, okay? See, people are really not responding to you. They are responding to their mental image of you. And they're seeing through their own lenses, which is built from their own understandings, wounds, and their own fears and their own shadows. And when someone attacks you, they are fighting with themselves. You just happen to be the movie screen they are projecting their internal war onto. That's it. You got to think about this. I mean, have you ever entered a room or had someone accuse you of something that you completely is untrue? Not even completely true at all, not even close to true. And you're standing there thinking, like, what the fuck? That is not even close to who I am or what I did, but people are people. That is because they are not seeing you. They are seeing their projection. They are seeing their fear, their pain, their story, all dressed up in your face. That's it. Don't even accept it. Don't even take it personally. And sometimes your light, your freedom, your peace reveals what they have not yet healed from in themselves. And this is deeply uncomfortable. And when you walk in I am consciousness, you're a reflector, a mirror. And mirrors show people the truth. And if they have not looked at their own darkness, your light makes them squint, makes them look. And rather than turn inward, what happens is they do their own, rather than you going in, them doing in and doing their own work, they project. It's easier to attack you, the mirror showing them what they do not want to see, than to go in. And that's why you get that. So know the I-ness in you. Know your being. Know your original design. And you are the eye of the storm where peace remains. Serious. When you walk in I am consciousness, you're a mirror. Never forget that. You see, Jesus said they hated me without cause, not because he did anything wrong, but because his light revealed what they had not healed. Yeshua. That's a real dude, not the one religion made out of. What about people you meet that already have a perception of you because of a perception that maybe you created in the past? Or don't worry about it. Don't even concern yourself with that. Just be. See, the most amazing thing that happens is as you walk as you are, you will be seen, you will be felt, and it will be known. You just continuously be you, because what will happen is those around you will stand and defend and say, yo, they're not what you think they were. And you won't have to do anything. See, when you live in I am consciousness, you are not playing the game of competition, heresy, and performance. You're not defending, you are not performing, you are not even people pleasing. And this threatens those who are still identified with ego. Your freedom threatens their cage. Your peace threatens their chaos. And they need you to be wrong so they can be right. Don't never give anything like that. Just be. Or those that pass judgment on you by what they've been told by others that have done harm and want to see you down. Let them. Let them. The truth always comes out. And you are I am, so you know you have it all. You have not even a single concern about what a single fucking person thinks, because you recognize what the truth of the existence is. And then at the end of reality, all of this is a damn game trying to distract you and cause you attention. No, you just go be. You just go be. Watch it shine. Watch it shine. If you refuse to play the game gets angry with you. Bottom line, they have forgotten who they are. And when you've forgotten you are consciousness itself, and believe you are the only this body, this personality, this persona, this separate being, then you live in fear. And you live, and fear attacks. Fear defends. Fear divides. It creates major separation. See, they're not attacking from consciousness. They are attacking from unconsciousness. And unconsciousness does not know what it is doing. It's like a 2-year-old sticking their fingers in the damn electrical socket. It's like, poor little baby. Seriously. I see everybody like a little baby. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're saying some words. Oh, look at them hurting their energy. Goodness gracious. They have no concept that I know I'm a mirror. Yeshua on the cross, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. It's a good way to live by. That's the Christ consciousness. Here's what you need to burn into your awareness. They're not interacting with the truth of who you are. They cannot touch the I am. The I am is untouchable, eternal, beyond harm. They are interacting with the idea of you, a mental construct, a story, a projection. And that ain't you now, is it? No, fuck no. It's not even them either. Even Buddha and the angry man, there's a famous story about, the Buddha and a man that once came to him, and began hurling insults, just directing, you motherfucking fat, chubby, no, 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 splitting at his feet, spitting at him, screaming accusations right there. And Buddha sat calmly through the entire tirade, completely still, completely at peace. And when the man finally exhausted himself, the Buddha looked at him gently and asked, "Tell me, if someone offers you a gift and you decline the gift to accept it, to whom does the gift belong to?" See, the man, confused by this question, answers, "Well, to the one who offered it, I suppose." The Buddha smiled and said, "That's correct. And I decline to accept your anger and your insults. They belong to you, and may you find peace with them." See, that's what I do. Now, I've been hung up on too. That, really? I said, "No, you will not cross this boundary. I will not accept this behavior. I will not welcome it to my fence. You will take this somewhere else." Well, they took it somewhere else. Click. Go ahead. Take it somewhere else. Not my loss. Yours. Because you had a friend who would do anything for you and always be peace. You're welcome. So someone can offer you hatred, right? You do not have to accept it, and you do not have to return it. Someone can offer you their projection of who you are, and you do not have to accept it. This is your freedom. This is your power. You cannot control what people say about you or do or think. And if you try to, you're going to exhaust yourself and you're going to be crying in your pillow. But you can choose whether you internalize it, whether you let it define you, whether you give it power. The practice of non-reception. Imagine someone throws a ball at you. You have three choices: catch it and throw back, react with equal force, and now you are both the fight. You're both in the fight, right? And catch it and hold it, internalize it. Now you are carrying their pain. 3, you step it aside and you let it pass. Witness it without receiving it. It falls to the ground and you remain free. Walking in I am consciousness is the third option. You see it coming. You acknowledge it and you let it pass right through the spaciousness of your awareness. Nothing sticks, nothing lands. You remain untouched. Dust in the wind. Just close your eyes for a moment. And now think of a time you judged. You. You attacked you. Or misunderstood you. Feel where you still might be carrying that in your body. Take a deep breath and say internally, I decline to accept this. It was never mine to carry. Breathe out and visualize releasing it. Let it fall away. I am response to attack. So 5 steps. Open your eyes. So now I'm going to give you practical framework. When someone declares you enemy, when someone attacks or judges you, here is how you respond from I am consciousness instead of ego reactivity. The first thing is that happens when you are attacked is that your nervous system activates. Fight or flight. Adrenaline, heart rate increases. Your body is preparing for war. And you must interrupt it immediately. Physical break, physical breath. Take a deep breath and it breaks the reactive pattern. It brings you back into your body, back into presence, back into choice, back into the moment of now. To place your hand on your heart and take a deep breath. And feel the feet on the ground and say internally, I am the space in which this is happening. This is not happening to me. It is happening in me. The vast awareness. And now you are centered. You can see clearly. They are suffering. They believe in separation. And separation is suffering. They have forgotten who they are. They are identified with a small, scared ego that feels it must attack to survive. See, hurt people hurt people. That's exactly what happens. Trust me, I know I was a hurt person and I hurt a lot of people in the process of my hurt peopling walking. And all of you who are watching this or come across this and you know me from my past and everything like that, I am so sorry. I was not walking in my identity. I walked in a false identity and I was people pleasing. But I'm seeing who I am. I am. See, this is our pain that's spilling over when we do this, when we see this clearly not as mental concept, but as a felt truth. Compassion arises naturally, not pity, not superiority, but genuine compassion. You see yourself in them. You remember times you were unconscious, times you attacked from pain. This is not about being a martyr. This is not about letting people abuse you. This is about holding the field of love even when they cannot. Silently from your heart, send those ones that are doing these things blessings. May you remember who you are. May you find peace. May you be free from the suffering that causes you to attack. This doesn't this does something profound energetically. It keeps your heart open and it prevents you hardening and from building walls, from becoming bitter. That's a good way to it's a good way to be. Do unto others as you want done for yourself. Be the I am, even when you want to roar at them. See, you are a blessing. You're blessing them for your freedom, not theirs, but theirs. This is critical. If you meet hate with hate, you have become unconscious. If you meet attack with attack, you are now in the game. And then the game is won. Old Gandhi said, the eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. You remain in peace. You hold your center. You do not lower your vibration to match theirs. This is not weakness. This is the ultimate strength. It takes way more to not match somebody. Far more power to remain at peace in the face of attack than it does to react. Thing is, though, after that betrayal and hurt you mentioned, I have trust in nobody now. Well, you have to learn to walk through those things. So you have to ask yourself the questions: what is this doing for you to remaining into a place of no trust? And what does trust look like? Because sometimes it's the fact that the idea of what we believe trust looked like wasn't trust. See, to me, trust is when you can trust that person and know they're not going to cross your boundary, you know, and to understand that you have a perception that is your journey, that how you perceived it. You know, you can have two people witness exactly the same thing, but their perception of it are completely different. And even the way they interpreted it, completely different. Because the mindset of the one perceiving it and where you're at in it is really what it comes down to. We have no fingers to point. We must look at ourselves because we chose to take those things captive and make them our existence. The moment we stop realizing we have no finger to point at another other than ourselves is the moment that life can transform. What were you observing in those moments? How did you observe it? Why are you observing it this way now? Do you want to continue to keep yourself enclosed in a prison cell? That's up to you. To me, I don't walk through life about whether or not it's I'm trusting them or not, but I trust their original design, their consciousness. Do I trust their being in the thing in front of me? No. It's in a human form. And the human form is a mess. It's chaotic. I must walk and watch their walk. And if their walk lines up with their talk, then that might be someone I must trust or might be willing to trust. But do I trust the consciousness? Yes, always. And that's where I exist, is in that consciousness, not with the people that are around me. You know, notice I said if necessary, sometimes the most powerful response is no response. Silence, letting it pass. But if action or words are needed, if a boundary must be set, if truth must be spoken, you do it from a place of love and clarity, not from ego defense. What is there to defend? See, boundaries can be fierce and loving. No can be an act of compassion. Truth speaking without attachment to outcome is powerful medicine. Maybe, people speak truth to you and you don't like it because ego. See, ego response is, how dare you say that about me? Do you know who I am? Let me tell you why you are wrong and I am right. Let me defend my reputation. Let me make you pay because you offended you touched on my ego. How dare you touch my ego? I'm gonna fart in your general direction. Your father's a hamster and you smell like elderberries. Like, I mean, really? I am responses. That is not accurate. And I am at peace, correct it once. What you choose to believe after that is up to you. I remain in the truth. Or even simpler, I see you are in pain. I'm not available for this conversation. I wish you well. Then you walk away, not in anger, not in righteousness and peace, complete peace. Let me give you some concrete scenarios so you can, maybe you can see how this plays out. So someone posts something about you, right? Online, or they spread rumors, that is. Or you get together with a buddy and a buddy tells you straight up, yo, I ran into so and so and they don't like you. And they said, fuck that person, you know. But it's false. People are talking about reputation feels threatened. Ego response. Who fucking cares what reputation? You dust in the fucking wind. You know, ego response, they feel deeply wounded. And how could they do this to me? The me. Individual gain, separation, segregation, divide. That's exactly what that is. I'm going to now separate myself, sit in the corner, and go, poor me. Immediate impulse to defend publicly. I'm going to talk about this. Even though no one even knows this happens, I got to talk about it. I got to make it apparent. I don't fucking like this person. They got to gather allies to fight back. Obsessing over clearing your name. Stop. Who gives a shit? Let him smother your name down to the ground and make it look like shit and everything. Who cares? Fuck you. You will be seen. Or they create long posts explaining your side of the situation. Who fucking cares? Or you can't sleep, you cannot eat, consumed by it. Dudes, I sleep like a damn baby because I don't give no shits what everyone else in the world is doing. It's just me. This is a holographic simulation. NPCs. The I am responses. Notice the reactive impulse and breathe. They are experiencing pain and projecting it outward. I do not receive this. This has nothing to do with the truth of who I am. And you tell yourself that. Send them genuine love. And if in the conversation you made a mistake, say, hey, yo, you know what? I made a mistake. I did say this. But hey, I love you. Be kindness. Don't ever react. Don't give him a reason. Don't even. If a simple correction serves clarity, then do that. That is not what has happened here. Here's the truth. And then be one clear sentence. Make it quick. Then let it go completely. No refreshing the page, no obsessing, no grasping at outcomes. Trust that people who are meant to see the truth will see it. Return to your life and be you. Your peace, your I am. See your mother, father, siblings, or other family members criticize your life choices, your career or relationship, your spiritual path, your parenting. They are harsh judgments and will not stop. People are people. You can either have your ego response, get defensive, you do not understand, you try desperately to justify or convince them, feel deeply hurt and misunderstood, either explode. But that's not how we need to react. Be the genuine love. Be the I am. Because you're complete. You're not missing anything. Complete wholeness. Hey, SDC. It's good to see you guys all. Thank you for coming this morning. Make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you like. Make sure you go and check out on Amazon my books. Get yourself the set and read them. I go into depths on all this stuff. And then share this with somebody. Yeah. Because we all know someone needs to hear this. There's so many of us that struggle out there. We're out there people pleasing. People just need to know they don't need to. Thanks. I appreciate you. All right. Well, love and all, you guys. Make sure you're always doing one thing towards your dreams every single day. It brings you one step closer. Make sure you recognize you're valuable and you matter and you're all unique puzzle pieces, a part of the ultimate puzzles of cosmos. Thanks for being a part of this community. Appreciate y'all. Much love. And hey, you guys, by the way, these are they're here. I'm just going to share some things of how I make my finances out here. So I'm a part of a company. You can go on to it, ariel.cultureforgood.com. And we make pure freaking formulas. So they got um, Blue Lotus on there in pure juice, like no mixed with anything, just pure freaking Blue Lotus. And if you want to help some mental clarity, if you want to help bring some peace, open that third eye, get yourself some. This stuff's amazing. And you just go ariel.cultureforgood.com. We got a bunch of sales on right now. The enzymes are phenomenal for resetting our guts. I've been using them for myself and my dogs. And I've been using them for years. Like I had one point where I was getting these weird blood things where my blood was clotting into my foot, and it was so bad. Many who saw it were like, "Dude, you're gonna lose your foot." And I used these enzymes in my salve that I created, and man, it just restored my foot. And my stomach, I used to have quite a lot of issues with being able to digest and get the nutrients in my body, and then I started using those, and they were amazing for getting my body to absorb, keep nutrients, which is why you see, yeah, I'm still really skinny, um, but like, man, I've actually gained weight, and more of a healthier weight than what I was before, and a lot of that has helped. So if you feel like, hey, man, you know what, I need some good herbal medicines and vitamins and stuff. Plus, they got pure CBD on there, and that stuff's phenomenal too. And I want to support what Ariel's doing, but I don't want to just donate and hand my money over. I want to have something concrete. You can go on there or get the books. And I'm going to start making some shirts and other things like that, working on that kind of stuff. It's a lot of work just coming up with all these things to teach you guys, to be honest. It is. But it's not too bad because, I mean, basically, I go through the processes in myself and then I just start writing it out with what I've been internally processing and going through and just bring it to the table for you guys. And I always appreciate everything you guys, your comments and stuff and what you bring in here. Even the trollers, you guys, trollers, I mean, you keep our algorithm up. I don't mind it. I'm not offended by it. It doesn't even hit me. So, I mean, you just keep my algorithm going. So I just want to say thank you to you guys too. Thank you to all you. So peace and love. Is eating meat okay? Well, I hope so. I have yeah, it's fine. It's assimilation, you guys. It's a the thing is this, we all have a blood type, okay? So I have a really rare blood type, and my very rare blood type actually needs red. And without that, my liver tries to shut down and my kidneys do. Because I'm missing this element that creates proteins in a body that would be able to allow you to absorb the plant proteins and make it work. My body doesn't do that. I mean, as a matter of fact, if I only ate, and I don't even need much, which is amazing. So here's the thing: if we were all to eat to what our blood requires, if we think about it, a car, there's cars that take gas and there's cars that take diesel. If you put gas into a diesel, I mean, that diesel's gonna go and be a real fucking problem. And so for so long, we've been putting these things into our bodies and fast food life and, microwave situations and all of that. And, you know, I even remember, I'll never forget, I mean, I went as a vegetarian myself too. And then that's when I ended up in the hospital. My body tried to shut down. The doctors ordered a steak. They got my friends to go run out and get a steak, and they asked the doctors to make sure it's a medium rare one. I ate it. Liver started working again. Body started functioning again. I guess maybe they made vampire stories about my kind. But um, there's an honor. We all have this cycle in this existence, in this being. And I think about, I'm First Nations, and we honor creation, and we thank it for giving itself to us, and we treat it with respect. And I think if we were to respect and honor even our plants the same way, because they live, breathe, and talk and speak and communicate and very alive. So even I teach people when I go to a plant, I ask them for their fruit or ask them for their vegetation. May I have this? Will you give me this? And the plants drop it. Just and may I tell you, there's a difference in taste when that plant lets it go and gives it to you in your hand. Natives will tell you it's true. We don't have to rip things off of a tree. So we have to realize that everything is living existence when conscious. And everything deserves honor and respect. The only thing I have a hard time honoring and respect is the fly because it was created out of the fallness of this world. This is a prison system. What's valuable is the internal. What does that look like? All right? Peace and love. That's what I thought, sis. Nothing is real. I was a vegetarian for 10 years. I was malnourished. Yeah, dude, it killed me almost. Almost died. I'm a rare blood, and this rare blood needs meat. I'm better off actually only just eating meat. Like just only when I feel hungry, not just because I'm craving something. I don't even have that. Well, okay, that's not true. I crave every so often jalapeno chips. But I'll walk right by them, not buy them. And I'll go and buy meat because my pockets are light. There you go. All right. Hope that all helps you guys. Much love to you all. Man, we make so many fucking rules and regulations. You're I am. Think about it. Your consciousness having an experience in this body. What are you wanting to experience? Just here's the thing. Be love. And what does love look like? Don't be hate. That feeds the system. Period. Just don't feed this fucking system. You want to know what to do, how to be, go internal and don't feed the fucking system. All right? Peace and love. Yes, typo definitely needs meat. 100%. That's actually one of the blood types that really, really needs it. All right. Peace and love, everybody. We'll see you next time.